Hi, and welcome to your practice. Today we'll be going through a short, gentle flow with a few moments of holding poses just to open up the body and reset your day. You'll definitely want to have a bolster, maybe a block, any props that you usually feel comfortable with. And if you're at home and you want to put a playlist on or light a candle or an incense to make this video feel a little bit less awkward, then go for it. So yeah, let's get started in a comfortable seat, figuring out which cross of your legs feels best. Perhaps closing the eyes down or having a soft gaze. Just whatever you do. Just starting to root down into the seat. If sitting still makes you feel angsty or uncomfortable, then of course you can just start off by swaying or doing whatever fluid motions you need to get settled. We won't sit for too long since it's a condensed class. So once you feel comfortable in whatever seated position you're in, just starting to draw in some longer breaths, not necessarily deeper, not really controlling the breath, but just kind of noticing your breath a little bit more. And really just letting your breath travel throughout you, releasing any resistance around the breath, just letting it enter and exit the body fluidly. We'll just take 3 collective deep breaths to release the hours before this and to not worry about the hours after this. So let's let all the air out on the exhale, and on the next inhale, breathe fully into your entire body. And exhale, sigh or swoosh it out. 2 more times just like that. Full inhale from your toes all the way up to the top of your head. And exhale, let it go. One last time, doing the fullest expression of your own breath. And exhale, let it out. Oh, we got some thunder coming in. Just after that exhale, settling in, letting the mind's eye just take one wash over the body. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open the eyes or keep them closed as well. You can change the cross of your legs just to keep everything even Stevens. And if you're on the bolster and this feels okay, you can stay here or take it out from under you. We'll bring our hands to our knees and just gently circle the chest, the torso, drawing circles nice and slow. I like to keep my eyes closed when I do this just to feel as funky and free in my body. You can really accentuate these movements as well. And we'll switch directions, letting each and every crevice and corner of the body move around. And we'll come back up to a neutral seat, keeping our hands on our knees. And we'll just do some seated cat-cows. So as we inhale, draw the heart forward, release the shoulders out and back, and perhaps lifting the chin up to the sky. Really opening up the front part of the heart, contracting the back. And exhale, rounding our spine for our cat. From here, you can really rely on the use of your hands to accentuate that rounding of your back, bringing the chin into your chest. I hope I'm not screaming into the microphone. And then in the rhythm of your own breath, you can inhale for seated cow and exhale for cat. Just going through one more little round of this. And whenever you're ready, coming back into a neutral seat. We'll inhale our arms up to the sky, reaching the fingertips up, up, up. And on the exhale, we'll twist over to the right. So bringing left hand to right knee, bring your right hand behind you. Maybe the gaze goes over the right shoulder if that's comfortable. If you're as you're twisting, really imagine that your right hip bone is pressing forward, so you can really accentuate. I'm saying accentuate a lot. Wow, that twist in the upper body, in the thoracic spine, as opposed to the lumbar spine. Just taking one more deep breath here. And on the next inhale, we're going to keep our left hand over to the right, and we're going to reach our right arm up and over, reaching our right fingertips over towards the left. Maybe bending the chin down and up if that feels good, but feeling a nice little side body stretch on the right. Big inhale here and exhale. Let the right hand meet the left knee. And we'll cat the back one more time, noticing if this feels good. And then we'll cow the back to release and inhale the arms up to the sky. Reaching the fingertips. Maybe circling the wrists. I realize right now that feels nice. Inhale here and exhale. Twist over to your left. And here, taking 3 deep breaths. Remembering to push that left hip forward. I forgot. We'll take another inhale here, and on the exhale, keeping our right hand over to the left, reaching the left fingertips up and over. Oh, big inhale here, and exhale, release left hand to right knee, catting the back. As you cat, you can also sit back onto the pelvis or sit bones. Sit bones. And then inhaling for our cow to just unravel the arms out to the side. And we will switch the cross of our legs again. You can take the bolster out from under you if it's underneath your seat. We'll just come into a little fold. So we can inhale for a nice lengthened spine and exhale, walking the fingertips and hands forward just for a moment. Won't be here for long. Always available to put the bolster in front of you as a little rest, just letting the hips stretch out. We'll just take 3 full breaths here. And allow the next inhale to really fill up the belly. And on the exhale, slowly pressing back up to a seat. And what we'll do is bringing your fingertips behind the hips so that they're facing towards your back. Plant our feet and press up into a reverse tabletop just for a second. You can kind of rock back and forth here. You can bring one foot a little bit closer to your butt and rock forward for like a quad ankle stretch. And then change sides, or you can kind of like pedal going back and forth. I really like this one because it gets kind of a stretch into my wrists as well as ankles and quads. And then I'm going to push up to a little toe sit. I don't know why I'm facing that way. So just sitting on the feet just for a second to stretch out the backs of our feet. This is very painful sometimes, so the bolster could be nice to go underneath the knees or underneath your feet. We won't be here for long, just long enough to make it burn. Just kidding. But we'll take if you can stay here, if this is too much, you can always sit down, come out of the stretch. But if you want a little bonus neck stretch, we'll open up our arms out to the side, kind of let the head drop back for a little bit of an opening of our heart. And on the exhale, we'll interlock our fingers behind the back and drop our fingertips down towards our butt, down towards our feet, opening up the chest one more time. And then coming back up to a neutral spine, we'll bring our hands to your left hip. You can release your right ear down to the right shoulder. Hopefully feeling a nice stretch along the left side of the neck. We'll take a big inhale here, and on the exhale, slowly draw your chin down to your chest and let the hands fall back towards your feet. And then gently switch sides. At this point, my feet are absolutely invigorated in the not great way, but it's good for us. And inhale back to center, and exhale. We'll bring our hands forward and just do a few wrist circles, bringing the backs of the hands towards one another, circling the hands, and then interlocking the hands the opposite direction. And we'll press our palms towards your phone or your computer in this case, but normally it would be the front of the room, catting the back, feeling a nice opening, perhaps swaying side to side. Oh, and then we'll just shake it out, coming into a tabletop. Maybe you want to, wow, that was really intense in the back of my feet. So maybe you make some circles with the ankles. And from here, this is your time to shine. Do some fluid motion circles with the hips, or cat-cow, or whatever floats your boat. And switching directions if you're going in one direction. And then we'll meet all back together to do some barrel rolls, which I really like to do. So bringing the fingertips looking towards one another. And as we inhale, we'll drop the chest down towards the earth. And exhale, cat the back at the top. And just circling 2 more times in this direction. And switch directions. Maybe getting a bonus hip crack in there. And then I think one more. And then coming back to neutral. We'll come into a little puppy dog stretch. So keeping the knees stacked underneath your hips, walking hands all the way out in front of you until your forearms are resting on the earth. Maybe the forehead comes down, or the chin if you're feeling funky and crazy. Just taking 3 full breaths. And let's take a collective inhale. And on the exhale, we'll slither our hips forward for our Sphinx pose. Letting the hands really be pressed, like fingers splayed out, forearms pressing into the earth. You can let the feet come nice and wide. And you can just let your head hang down here, releasing the back of the neck. And whenever you're ready, slowly lifting the head back up. We'll lean onto our left forearm a little bit more. So we're going to make 3 big circles with our right hand. So inhale your fingertips forward and circle the arm around. Holy smokes, I haven't even surfed in 100,000 years. This really hurts. And one last time, option to grab onto your right foot for a little quad stretch moment. Not necessary. And then bring it back down. Let's pause on our belly. Windshield wipering the feet, circling the ankles if that feels good. And then we'll come back up to Sphinx, leaning onto our right forearm, and we'll take 3 big circles with the left. Holy. And option to grab onto the foot or just bend the leg and release down onto the belly. Windshield wiper, ankle circles, whatever feels best. Maybe doing these simultaneous circles. And then taking a rest on the belly, feeling the breath press into your mat. Reminding us of how amazing our bodies are. And let the next inhale you to prepare. So that on the next exhale, we'll press back up into a tabletop, tucking our toes to send our hips up and high into a down dog. I apologize. Holy smokes. Maybe playing around here, letting the ankles toss over to one side and then the other, or pedaling the legs, whatever feels good in your body. Oh, and then we'll take a big inhale, and on the exhale, slowly walking your hands back towards your feet to ragdoll or bend one leg and straighten the other. Oh, taking a big inhale, and on the exhale, slowly rolling up. Coming up to mountain pose, just letting our feet press into the earth, letting your hands come down by your side. Just checking in once again with your body, with your mind, with your breath. And on the next inhale, reach your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, let them come down. And on the next inhale, come onto our tippy toes and tiptoe your way up to the top of your mat. Ooh. Bringing our feet back together. Inhaling your arms up to the sky once again. And exhale, we'll fold over our legs. Whew. And we're going to take our hands, feeling free to bend your knees. We're going to press our hands down into the mat and step our left leg back, letting the left knee meet the ground. We're just going to hang out in a low lunge for a second. So I really like to have my bolster here to protect my wrists. You can tuck your back foot or untuck, whatever feels good. And as always, feeling free to just feel out what feels good in your body, either staying here or hamstringing, doing a hamstring stretch by bringing your hips forward and back. Oh, and the next time that your hips come forward, we're going to heel toe our right foot out to the side for a lizard lunge, just getting a little bit deeper into our hips. Always, bolster is here for us. And options are to stay here, come down into the bolster, or you can press your right knee away from you. Oh, I just got like 6 cracks into my back. That was nice. And from here, we're going to come into a Malasana Yogi squat. So bringing our right knee back to hug our right shoulder, tucking our left toes, and using our strength, to bring our left foot up and sitting our booties down for a Malasana Yogi squat. Oh, big inhale here, and on the exhale, send our hips up to the sky for a forward fold once again. Oh, swaying side to side if that feels good. And we'll kind of bring our feet a little bit back together. You can do an inhale for a halfway lift if that's calling to you. And exhale back to folds. And on the next inhale, slowly rolling yourself back up. This time we'll open up our feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Just do some hip circles here. Just releasing that little stretchy poo. You can do figure eights, hip circles, switching directions. Side note for this, I don't know if this is too much standing, but it's early in the week. But thought I would add that. I could just take this part out. Anyways, coming back to the top of our mat. Inhaling your arms up to the sky. And to exhale, fold down. This time pressing our hands into the mat again. Just step our right foot back, letting the right knee come down, hanging out in your low lunge. And hanging out here, doing your little hamstring moment. Or choosing one or the other. There's no wrong answer. And then next time your hips come forward, letting them hang out there. I'll heel toe the left foot to the side and coming into our lizard stretch, whatever variation feels good in your body. Move your body. Oh, okie dokie. And we'll come back into our yogi squat once again. So tucking the right toes, bringing the hands a little bit closer. And last burst of effort there, coming into, that was awkward. Malasana, yogi squat, hanging out here for a moment. And whenever you're ready, I forgot to mention always block or bolster. It could go under the butte, and just letting your sits bones find the mat. We're going to set up our bolster in the top third of our mat, coming to sit and gently roll. We're going to gently roll ourselves down so that our, where would this be? Like just the base of your shoulder blades is going to rest over the bolster, and gently releasing the heart space over the bolster. So options here for your arms. Arms can be by your side, up overhead. A block can of course go under the head if the ground feels far away. The legs can be in butterfly, reclined butterfly, legs out long, knees knocked in towards one another. But whatever you do, ideally you should be feeling a nice stretch along the chest. You can get a bonus hip stretch depending on what leg variation you do. And we're just going to settle down here. So trying to get as comfortable as possible. If your breath got a little activated, perhaps letting the breath guide you into stillness, calmness. But as on our next inhale, you can interlock your fingers, pressing the hands away from you. And on the next exhale, you can bring your hands to the back of your head just to kind of not exercise, but just like lift the head up. Perhaps playing around, going side to side just to feel that nice stretch of the chest. And just for the sake of getting the bolster out, we'll press up just to release the bolster out by our side, or you can bring it underneath your knees to prepare for Shavasana. And I always like to do a little happy baby action, ninja baby, kick the baby, bending one knee, leg and straightening the other, or a plow pose if that's calling to you, feel free to go for it, or a twist could be nice. And then whenever you're feeling settled and ready, letting the legs flop over the bolster, letting all your limbs just hang out and release to wherever their designated location is. Just allowing this time to relax you, settle you. And feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. I hope you enjoy your Shavasana, and I hope that you enjoyed this class. Thank you so much for practicing with me.